It's really peaceful. It's kind of surrounded by water on both sides. There's the canal and the river. It used to be in the 1920s, a little vacation area for the politicians. So there's a lot of this kind of small, quaint homes. This house is from then. It was built in the 1920s. This looks like a vacation home, just like the way they built it and made it look, you know. Yeah. It's kind of funny. Sometimes it's easy if you're a musician to lose track of like, well, what's my purpose here? You know, what am I doing? It was definitely a moment of transition in my life. If I had just left my job teaching, it's very clear that you have a purpose when you're teaching, you know? And I definitely wanted that. That was one of my favorite things about teaching, is feeling like you're helping people and making an impact. And you know, I thought, you know, something I love as a listener is when people are putting their music out there and you're connecting to it and you're maybe connecting to their life experiences or the emotions they put in their music. As a musician, I should be putting some of my music out there because you never know how it's going to connect with a certain person. I felt like, well, I just have to do this. I have to put a product out there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I love the sound of 2 saxophones. I grew up listening to a lot of Sonny Stitt and Gene Ammons. Those were the first like real jazz albums I got into, so I wanted to find a way to include that sound in this album. I'm playing alto on the record, and Rob Dixon is playing tenor sax. He's known as the musical mayor of Indianapolis. It's hard to be a fan of music in Indy and not hear Rob Dixon playing all the time. He's amazing, so I had to put him on the record.
When you hear somebody with just such an original voice in her compositions, that's a rare thing, and that's what she has. The thing that struck me as being like really special about her writing is her sense of melody. These interwoven melodies and lines between all the different instruments. And I think melody is something that really makes her compositions stand out.
My fiance, Charlie Ballantine, plays guitar.
Her music was something totally different. She has a very cool and modern voice in her compositions, and a very feminine touch on them too, which I love. It's, you know, you can kind of picture her when you hear her songs.
Jesse Wittman is on bass, and Chris Parker is on drums. Clay Wulbrecht is on piano.
It was a pretty fun process because we're all friends, like everyone that recorded on the album. We'd have these guys over to our house to rehearse and get something to eat, and we just kind of talk through this music and play it a little bit.
like it or not, you know, a woman's experience in life is going to be very different from a man's, you know, by nature and by nurture. So why should my music sound exactly the same? So part of me hopes, like, maybe it will make the music sound different, and then, you know, that maybe that's fun for listeners, especially in jazz, getting to hear kind of a different perspective.
Her element coming into the scene just really adds so much to what we have, and it really enriches the artistic community of Indianapolis, I feel like, you know.
Like something that's really important that I want everyone to be thinking about is like a sense of empathy. What skills or strengths did I develop as a teacher that I could use, you know, in the rest of my life? Teachers are, if nothing else, they're really empathetic people. That's one of their biggest strengths. People sometimes see people who are hyper empathetic people as like weak or pushovers, you know, and I wish that was an attribute that was kind of revered and that we looked at that as a big strength.